Hey, it's Derwin again. I'm getting tired of saying that, and I started thinking that I need some kind of opening line. Um, Everyone I like listening to has an opening line where they start everything out. And I used to have one on my old channel, and it was interesting because I could say that I was with an organization, and now it's like I'm not with an organization anymore. I'm doing this for myself and for Gaia. And I have friends I practice with and worship her with, and I don't really have like a group or a sect that I identify with. And sometimes it's nice to have that, it's nice to identify with a group. But sometimes you do that for so long and then you start to realize, I don't really need this, do I? Not all the time. Not until not until there's a mutual benefit, mutual exchange of energy between yourself and a group that suits yourself and the group. But why do I choose Gaia, Mother Earth? And why did I choose Ascension? We're not going to go that deep today. But Ascension comes with Gaia, Mother Earth. It comes with following her because it's what's happening. It's what's happening on this world, and I don't know what's going to happen. And honestly, I've heard so many different things that nobody can convince me that they know what's going to happen. But there are beings besides Gaia out there. I used to be pagan, kind of still pagan. I guess a pagan just means that you follow multiple deities. And I have 4 goddesses, and I know of a lot of different gods and goddesses that I like a lot. So, and I call to them and honor them. So what do I call them all? What do we call these beings? Everybody says my gods are better, my gods are right. Christians tell me all the time you're worshiping lesser gods. I've also had other people that follow other spiritual, monotheistic spiritual paths tell me that I'm worshiping false gods. Most of them don't try to deny Mother Earth. And then I throw them a curveball, I confuse them. There's too many pagans who are on the dark side and they expect me to be dark. And when they realize that I am only for Gaia, a lot of people start to scratch and think, well, what does that mean? Like why not God? Why not Yahweh? Well, it's a story for a different day, but I chose Gaia because she is the path of righteousness for me. She is the path of figuring it all out. Terence McKenna said, Terence McKenna said going to the grave without having a psychedelic experience is like going to the grave without ever having sex. It means you never figured out what it's all about. And Gaia helps me figure out what it's all about. And Ascension is it. But we have these ascended beings. Lots of people say I have my guides, I have my angels, I have goddesses, I have spirits, I have guardians, I have channels, I channel beings, and I channel messages. And it's like, okay, where's this coming from? Where's all this information coming from? Where are all these channels and these beings and all of this stuff? I watched a movie when I was younger, and I'm not going to do a commercial for it right now because it's kind of iffy, but it woke me up, and it helped me realize a lot about the ether, the spirit world, and the way that everything connects between the earth and the spirit plane and ascended beings. I call all these beings ascended beings. Gaia is an ascended being. Jesus Christ is an ascended being who I can align my philosophy with and my compassion. But I don't worship Jesus. I worship Gaia. I love Jesus Christ. He's a friend of mine. But I don't worship him or accept him as my Lord and Savior or accept that he died for my sins. I will be responsible for my own sins. Gaia will let nothing happen to me, but I have other goddesses that I worship, and lots of people say don't worship. That's cool. You know what? I talked to some of my goddesses, and they said, no, we don't need you to worship us. That was a blow because I had altars. You know, I had altars to these goddesses, and some of them didn't need that, you know, and some of them didn't mind. So on my back, I'm not going to whip out the tattoos right now, but I have one for Gaia and Lycia, Mother Earth, and Goddess Lycia, goddess of the Appalachian Mountains. And I wear, not wearing it today, I wear generally Callisti apple for Eris and a silver ring for Mary Jane. And they are my guides. Mary Jane is my guide. Eris is my guide. I love them very much. They're all ascended beings. Yahweh is an ascended being. And it hurts people to hear that. They don't want to hear, Christians especially don't want to hear that their God is equal to my goddesses. But all gods and goddesses are equal. All humans are equal. All beings are equal. All beings in this universe are equal to each other. Life is life, and all beings, big and small, ant, dog, cat, person, ascended being, we're all equal. It just matters what we put on it, what you and I put on, how we view ascended beings. Do ascended beings talk to other ascended beings that are ascended higher than them? Maybe. One Christian friend of mine said that he prays to Christ because Christ then tells Yahweh, and Yahweh is such a higher ascended being that he doesn't communicate like that, and so he has to use Jesus Christ as a prayer to send his prayers to. And okay, that's cool. No one is better than anyone else. Someone might be more powerful than someone else. Someone might be richer. Some deity might be able to squash me like a bug. But that doesn't mean that they're better. That doesn't mean anyone is better. Anyone is higher. Anyone is more worthy. That doesn't mean anyone is more worthy of worship, honor, praise, thanks. No one can tell you or me who we have to align ourselves with. I align myself with being service to others. And I feel that there's a great clash coming between the dark and the light. And I want to be on the right side of that. You know, I was raised by good parents, and I want to be on the side of the light and the side of people who want to help each other rather than those who want to help themselves. So I will align myself with Gaia and Jesus Christ. I will worship Gaia because she teaches me what it's all about, again, like I said before. And Lycia and Eris and Mary Jane just get me through it and help me figure it out too. I communicate mostly with Lycia and Eris. I pray to them. They've spoken to me from time to time. Lots of Ascension people have their beings, have their goddesses and gods, have their ascended beings, their guides, their watchers, their everything. I've heard so many terms, and I can respect it all. I want everyone to respect everyone's beliefs and traditions. I don't want anyone to tell anyone else that I'm right and you're wrong. That's all there is to it. Listen to me, convert. I'm not going to convert. I'm not going to convert one bit. When I first found the goddess, I was a child, only 15, and I had a lot of back and forths. My faith was tested many times, and the goddess won out. And after 8808, that's August 8th, 2008, everything was solidified, and I knew who I was and where I was going, and I had met the goddesses that were going to get me there. Actually, I didn't meet Eris until later. I met Lycia then. But Ascension path started for me there, and that's what I realized life is all about. I hope a lot more people can learn that Ascension, elevation of our soul, our spirit, elevation of who we are, and just being better and better and better and trying to be the best being that we can be is what it's all about. That don't mean working a 9 to 5 making money for the Illuminati, but some of us still do it. I do it every day, and not talking about that today. Ascended beings can help us make a clear definition about whether or not you want to be service to self or service to others, and find some good ascended beings that are on that same path. If you want to be service to self, I'm sorry to hear that. I recommend service to others. Gaia, her daughters. I trust them. I trust Ascension. I don't trust a lot of the words of many mortals, but I know I can trust Mother Earth and my other goddesses as well. Blessings and love.